The configuration consists of three main elements. First, path matching. The path property specifies the exact URL endpoint that the post request should target. In our example, it's set to the Fidelity login response URL, indicating that this specific post modification will apply to this endpoint. Next, the force parameter. This property defines key value pairs that must be added or modified in the post request. Here, the key saved ID is forcefully set to Y, overriding any user interaction. This forces the Remember Me option to be enabled during login. Finally, request type. The type is set to post, meaning this modification only applies to post requests. I thought this would be a good example for showing force post in an external Phishlet shown here, which is used in a Phishlet for Fidelity. This parameter is crucial in enabling the Remember Me or Save User ID functionality during the login process. The path field specifies the exact URL endpoint where this parameter will be applied, allowing the Phishlet to target a specific action within the login sequence. The force section is where we define the key value pair that needs to be altered. In this case, we see the key saved ID with a value set to Y. This is what forces the Remember Me function to be enabled, ensuring that the Phishlet captures persistent session data for later access. By modifying this parameter, the Phishlet gains the ability to maintain access to the victim's account over a longer period. Furthermore, this method helps in bypassing some of the security measures related to saving login information, allowing the attacker to stay logged in without triggering additional security checks. The type post indicates that this is part of a post request, which is common for sending data during login processes. This parameter demonstrates how detailed and specific Phishlet configurations can be. Please see attached as an example. Without force post, when a user logs in, the post request to the Fidelity endpoint would proceed with default parameters. The saved ID parameter, crucial for the Remember Me functionality, would not be automatically set to Y, meaning the request would lack the necessary modification, potentially leading to less persistent access. Without force post, the Remember Me feature relies entirely on the user's selection during login. If the user enables it, saved ID would be set to Y. Otherwise, it might default to N or be excluded, limiting the session's persistence. By omitting force post, we risk losing persistent access to user accounts. Without the enforced Remember Me, attackers would need to recapture credentials each time the user logs in, as the session might not be preserved.